too cold outside, so I wanted to come inside for for this live. Happy release day. It's a big day for me. Put out 2 new songs today. Put out a song called, one of them is called About a Boy. One of them is called Victory. They're both songs I'm obviously really proud of. I wouldn't put them out if I wasn't proud of them. One, About a Boy, is an older song that I wrote at the very beginning of this process. And Victory is a song, I want to say it might have actually been the last song I wrote for the album. And it's the last song on the album as well. So it's they're kind of like bookends. One is realizing, I think About a Boy is about realizing that there's some work that needs to be done. It's very apologetic and it's very regretful. And then Victory is about growth and how growth is non-linear. Gotta say all my buzzwords before I go into therapy. I said it, I did it. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Happy National Women's Day, by the way, the most important part of today. And I've got so many incredible, powerful women on my team. And always, I have for a long time. And I'm grateful, really grateful. So yeah, back to another exciting episode of Hunter Tries to Talk, Play Guitar, and Read Comments at the same time. But it was good. It's weird. I made most of this album in California because I just needed to change the scenery. I like going to places to make albums because it sort of allows me to have a space where I can focus, I can live in the album. It's not a, show up to the studio, it's a live in the studio kind of situation. I love making music that way because then you just have more time. You have more time, you have more awareness. As things come up, you can play around with ideas and try things. I don't know, it's just more conducive to my personal creative process. So, thank you so much for saying that about the new songs. Were any other songs considered bookends for Red Sky? Yeah. There was originally this song called Best Part of a Broken Heart. There was also Miss You Nights was going to start the album, which is just a really fun, like kind of a rock song a little bit. It was a really fun song that I wrote on a writing trip to London. There was also another song that I wrote with some friends that I was going to finish the album with. But that song felt so much more personal that I felt like it needed another context to really make it work, So, yeah. Thank you for saying that about the new songs. Dude, thank you for saying about this little guitar. This is the one, I don't know if you guys have heard me talk about my favorite little nylon guitar, but this is it. It's everywhere. Will the unreleased songs make an appearance at the VIP sound check? Strong possible. What? Strong possibility. What's up, Scotland? Good to see you in here. Good to have ya. Looking for any questions, anything you guys might want to know. Yeah, I got to make a lot of this album in a very sunny place. So it's kind of gray and cold in Nashville, which I love these days too. These are special. Really, really special days. And they definitely affect my mood. I really struggle through cloudy days. Now, I got spoiled. I got really spoiled. Let's see, what lyrics from About a Boy and Victory are on your heart today? Alright. I don't know, I love 2 steps forward, 1 step back. I think I'm okay with that. It's one that kind of always rings true. I don't know, it just allows for some grace, I think. In growth, you need grace, Take it easy, on yourself. Can we get an album spoiler, please? Right. So album spoilers. I don't know that there's anything to spoil. I think you just have to experience it. I don't know if I've talked about this. Sonically, maybe I have. Sonically, the record kind of goes from... Because a lot of people were asking me, like, you know, about genres, etc. And it's interesting, I was just having this conversation a minute ago. And we were talking about, like, my debut record, and, like, you know, what would my debut record be considered now if I put it out now? It's a really interesting conversation. It prompts a lot of different perspectives. So I think what I love about sonically the way that the album plays out, it goes from sort of familiar sounds to kind of new sounds for me personally in my own sort of production, I guess, specifically. But yeah, so if you listen to it, it actually takes you on a road from, like, I'd say it kind of picks up where Storyline left off almost, and then brings you here. Because Wild Blue was a lot of experimenting and a lot of just trying stuff, and a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm really excited about Victory. I also forgot that I have a show before, so we're going back on tour in May, finally. It's been years, and I'm really, really excited. And planning a lot of really fun stuff for this tour, naturally, because tour is like my life. That's where I come to life. But we have a show like before that I actually get to play About a Boy in Victory, and I'm really excited about that. So yeah, I will say if you like Storyline, I think this album feels like a combination of the debut album and Storyline. Like, I think there's a lot of shared qualities sonically, lyrically, kind of all the above. Yeah. Oh, it's crawfish season. Oh my god, that's right. I completely forgot about that. Ooh, okay. Man, I am so glad I'm going back on tour too. I appreciate you saying that, and I am very, very, very excited. Like we're we're putting a lot of work into this show, because it's been like 3-4 years since I've actually done a tour, you know. Can you tell us more about the tape recorder sound at the end of Victory? That will make more sense when you hear the first song on the album. But the tape sounds, like a bunch of analog sounds, find their way in the front act, I would say, of the record. And you hear a little bit of it on, like, Normal. You hear it on About a Boy. But, yeah, it's a lot of albums that I loved over the past, like, 10 years had something at the beginning, at the end. Bellion did it. John Bellion did it with the beep. Gnarls Barkley did it with a film projector sound, which I thought was really cool. Yeah, so I kind of just wanted something like that, you know? Next album comes out next month. We're getting really close. Red Sky. Oh man, that's so cool. April says, you helped my songwriting so much when you gave me advice that not every song has to be finished. That's amazing. I'm so glad I'm so glad that worked and that helped. I always feel weird giving advice because it's so specific and to experience. I think tour dates, when are the tour dates getting revealed? Good news, the tour dates are out. They're on my Instagram. They're on my... they're everywhere. I put them everywhere so that everyone can see them. But yeah, we're touring in May. Red Sky Tour. Come hang out. Love to have you. Fans since 2012. I really appreciate that. Glad you're still here. Got a lot of shows coming out. Love to see you. Favorite place to tour, venue, city, etc. I don't know, man. That's the tough one. I don't know that there's a favorite. I think the benefit or the beauty of touring, it's really interesting because, like, when you're on tour, you don't get to see a lot of the city. You do get to see the people of each city, and, like, our VIP meet and greets, where I actually get to hang out, talk with people, and, like, after the show, and etc. So you get a small glimpse of the city. And every city has its own personality, you know, because every venue has its own personality, you know, those kind of things. Oh, favorite song to sing with a live crowd. I mean, one is always really, it still is really special. Like, I don't get tired of singing that song. Thank God. But yeah. Hey, yeah, Scott Hill in the background. But it is still fun to sing that song, man, because it's like, I remember how that song started and like all the stuff that that song has done for me in my career and places I've gone to because of that song, you know. I mean, I love the tours that we've done in all the other countries that we've been able to visit, especially like countries that don't necessarily, where you wouldn't expect them to know every single lyric to every song on the album. But yeah. Wait, I just saw this. Single mom to a 3-year-old, and we're definitely appreciating having you. That's amazing. That is awesome. Appreciate that. Glad to be can be that for you guys. Do you choose the cities you go to? I would say I have a say, but there's a lot of factors that go into, like the routing and, you know, can we play this room? Is this room open on that day? And especially right now, man, like it has never been more challenging to tour. Like I've toured my entire life, and this tour has been very challenging to put together. Because there's so many tours that didn't tour for like 2 years, and everybody kind of made up for it over the past over last year and this year. And it's just like super chaotic just trying to like get into a room, you know. So we had to like, I mean, they went through probably 80 different versions of this tour just to figure it out, you know. Do you prefer larger venues or the more close? Oh, honestly, like I love, bless you. I love big venues. I love building big shows. Always have. Also really love smaller venues because you can be more personal. You can sort of like make eye contact, you know, with the person in the very back. So, hey, Grizzly Rose, nice. Thanks for coming to that show. We're gonna be back in Denver, by the way. Come hang out. Yeah, so.
There's quite a lot. Can you restart it?
Huh?
Restart it. Can you tell me when you'll be right back?
I'm gonna restart this, and I'll be right back. See if this works.